next movie
Woot.
that we are going to talk about is Daybreakers, written and directed by the Spierig brothers, Micheal and Peter. Okay, so Daybreakers is about a dystopian future where there has been a vampire virus that has turned most of the population of the Earth into vampires, with the exception of a few human survivors. And because of this, they are running out of blood, and the blood supply for the world is running low. And because of the blood supply running so low, these vampires are going from sexy, whatever, and ricey looking vampires to looking like Nosferatu creatures from hell. And this is becoming a problem. And the movie really starts out strong, I think, in the first third with this world and this setup and the look and almost this kind of 50-ish noirish sort of feel, dystopian kind of Equilibrium sort of feel to the movie. And I like Equilibrium, it kind of falls apart towards the second half of the movie. But in sort of a still sort of fun way. We meet Elvis, as he's known as, played by Willem Dafoe, who is the leader of the anti-vampire resistance, and the main character played by Ethan Hawke, named Edward, actually.
The vegetarian. Yeah,
exactly. The brooding, self-hating vampire. He wants to join the human side, and he finds out that there might be a way. And then there's just a lot of gore and action for the last two-thirds of the movie. And most of it is pretty satisfying gore and action. I had fun with the movie. Again, kind of like, this is kind of what I was expecting from Legion. It's like, I know it's kind of a dumb plot. I know it's, kind of silly premise, but I still had fun with it. So I gave it a B-. Could have been better. I wish that it had maintained the quality and the subtlety of the first third. But once I accepted what was happening to the movie, I went with it. I do think that there was a few too many vampire rules. Like, there were so many original, fresh kind of ideas that they couldn't choose which ones they wanted to keep and which ones they should have left behind. And so it seemed like throughout the movie there was a lot of explaining what's going on, almost like the opposite of Legion. Legion was like, well, this is happening, get over it. And this movie's like, well, this is happening because of this, and we got to do this because of this, and there's these mutations, but there's also these people, and there's this cure for vampirism, and the movie kind of gets muddled in trying to explain everything that's going on. But I think as far as a sci-fi horror goes, it's kind of a fun one.
Oh yeah, no, it was a very interesting vampire movie. I loved all the gadgets that they make because vampires are now the dominant species. So they have cars that shield out sun, and they have subways are turned to walkways so that you can walk underground during daytime hours, and there's a lot of really interesting things like that. The coffee shops with blood.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and then you get the researchers trying to come up with what I call it with the true blood, because they're trying to come up with a synthetic blood.
Synthetic blood that so far has only been killing them.
Yeah, violently too. These are I like this is a good vampire now. They don't glitter. They still explode into violent, bloody messes, and
I really like the whole concept of the lack of blood turning them more and more demonic and less human. I thought that was a cool concept. And I wish there had been more to do with that and less to do with the so-called
curing. Yeah, because I like the idea. It's a plague that humans, and it's a plague that they like. Like, it's people that want to catch the plague. It's a lot of, I like that kind of aspect of it. There was a couple parts in it that just they show parts where animals have been catching this plague. So you're just like, okay, well, if we cure all the humans, what are they going to eat? All the animals are vampires or something. I don't know. It seems really weird because they have a couple vampire monkeys.
It's kind of a messy movie. And there's a lot of holes. Stuff kind of running over the edge of the pod, I think. Too many ideas and not enough movie. But I thought that in general, it was not a bad time at the movie place.
Yeah, no, I gave this one a C. Definitely one worth watching, especially if you're a vampire fan. I mean, it's kind of got that Blade-esque, good action, vampires, the good stuff going on, and
but also kind of a cool dystopian future sort of thing too. And I keep forgetting to bring him up, but Sam Neill, I really liked his performance in this. I'm a huge Sam Neill fan, and I think he's one of those really underused actors. And he does a lot of these kind of B movies for some reason, but I always enjoy his performances. He kind of plays the villain in this.
Yeah, I liked him in Jurassic Park, but after the piano. And that was after that. I was like, I could deal with that Sam Neill. He has a really weird sex scene.
In the Mouth of Madness? That was a good one.
Was it? All right. I haven't seen that one.
Okay. All right. Off track.
Moving on to the next movie.